Recording in progress.
Housewife ay meron din pong plenary.
Please rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupit, di ka pasisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa
Please remain standing for a minute of silent prayer. Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, may we ask for, I move that we call the roll call of members.
The Secretary General is directed to call the roll of members.
May journal tayo.
Roll call of members. The Honorable Representatives Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adyong, Advincula, Agarao, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Ataide, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilia, Bondoc, Bongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Bulot Begtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Ko Juanco Jaime, Ko Juanco Mark, Colada, Coliantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cua, Quaresma, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dimaporo Siti Amina, Dionisio, Domingo, Duavid, Duali, Duterte, D. Faustino Ino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Udela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galeos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Guardiola, Garin, Gazataya, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Quico, Gintu, Gulias, Gutierrez, Hagidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Lee, Legarda, Libanan, Lim Kay Chong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Waminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Oano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicia Sagabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Remulla, Revilla Bryan, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson Richelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Teodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Tiangco, Tieng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T. Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Iamsuan, Yap Christian Tel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvig, Yap Eric, U Divina Grace, U Jaisel Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amporo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 309 members responded to the call.
With 309 members responding to the call, the Chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, considering that copies of Journal Number 75, dated May 22, 2023, were already distributed to the members, I move to dispense with the reading of the said journal. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion to dispense with the reading of Journal Number 75, dated May 22, 2023. Is there any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve Journal Number 75, dated May 22, 2023, subject to the following correction on page 32, second column, under the heading Adoption of Senate Bill Number 1651 as amended to House Bill Number 5961 to change the number 1651 to 1615 as appearing in the heading and text. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion to approve the journal as corrected. Is there any objection? Chair is none. Journal Number 75, dated May 22, 2023, is hereby approved as corrected. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, before we continue, I would like to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Milagros Aquino Magsaysay from the United Senior Citizens Party List, namely Luz Managanan, Ray Revilleza Manzano, Rafael Luberiza Cape, Leo Degario Taruk, Lita Manzano, Elpidio Flaminiano, Yalencia Rogelio Casilla de la Rosa, Shekina Joy Balalong, Erickson Paizaro, from the municipal presidents of Zambales, Mr. Chair.
We
Mr.
would
Speaker.
like to welcome the guests of the Honorable Representative Milagros Aquino Magsaysay from the United Senior Citizens Party List. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we proceed with the reference of business and direct the Secretary General to read the titles of the bills.
Is there any objection? We now proceed with the reference of business. The Secretary General is directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports for referral to the appropriate committees.
Reference of business, bills on first reading. House Bill 8215, converting the Davao del Norte State College in Panabo City, Davao del Norte, to Davao del Norte State University, by Representative Duhali.
to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 8216, providing tax credits as an additional mode of payment for the acquisition of right-of-way, by Representative Duhali.
to the Committee on Public Works and Highways,
House Bill 8217, declaring February 18 of every year a special non-working holiday in Nagilian, La Union in commemoration of its founding anniversary and Basi Festival, by Representative Garcia Dante.
to the Committee on Local Government,
House Bill 8219, exempting farmer cooperatives and associations engaged in the trade of organic fertilizers from payment of registration, licensing fees, and administrative charges, granting amnesty for previous violations, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Agriculture and Food,
House Bill 8220, establishing the Benham Rice Research and Development Institute, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Science and Technology,
House Bill 8221, requiring all public telecommunications entities and internet service providers in the country to increase service coverage and deliver a minimum standard for internet connection speed, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Information and Communications Technology,
House Bill 8222, integrating the subject on climate change education into the science curriculum of grades 2 to senior high school of the Philippine education system, both private and public, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Bill 8223, providing for the Universal Disability Support Allowance for persons with disabilities, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Special Committee, to the Special Committee on Persons with Disabilities,
House Bill 8224, establishing the Drug Price Regulatory Board to regulate the prices of drugs and medicines in the Philippines, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
the Committee on Trade and Industry,
House Bill 8225, requiring the completion of an economics and personal finance literacy course as an elementary, secondary, tertiary, and technical vocational graduation requirement in public and private schools, local universities and colleges, state and private colleges and universities, and technical vocational schools and centers, mandating professional development for EPF teachers, teaching financial literacy to EPF partners, by
To the
Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture, and the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 8226, exempting donations and rewards in favor of Olympic medalists and their coaches from taxes, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Ways and Means,
House Bill 8227, mandating the installation of gray water treatment systems, facilities, and buildings, and imposing penalties for violation thereof, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Ecology,
House Bill 8228, providing for the urban and countryside greening in the Philippines, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Special Committee on Reforestation,
House Bill 8229, establishing a nursing home for homeless and abandoned senior citizens in every city or municipality in the Philippines, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Special Committee on Senior Citizens,
House Bill 8230, jumpstarting opportunities for businesses and ensuring employability of the Philippine workforce through expanded competency-based learning and skills training, and establishing a National Future Skills Council, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment,
House Bill 8231, lowering the cost of electricity and petroleum products, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Energy,
House Bill 8232, requiring crematories to collect from the decedent's remains tissue samples for DNA sampling and/or storage, fingerprints or thumbprints, and digital photos, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Public Order and Safety,
House Bill 8233, providing for the improvement of maternal and childbirth services by establishing birthing centers and training traditional birth attendants, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Health,
House Bill 8234, enhancing the patient's right to medical expense transparency and preventing unexpected medical bills, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Health,
House Bill 8235, providing for the establishment of an online information center on recall, prohibition, defect, and other safety-related data on consumer products and motor vehicles, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Trade and Industry,
House Bill 8236, regulating public solicitations and providing penalties for violation thereof, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Social Services,
House Bill 8237, amending Section 4 of the Rape Victim Assistance and Protection Act of 1998 by mandating the availability of rape and sexual assault kits in every police precinct for the purpose of the immediate medical or physical examination of victims, by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Women and Gender Equality,
House Bill 8238, amending the Public Telecommunications Policy Act of the Philippines by requiring public telecommunications entities and internet service providers to institute a refund mechanism for service outages and disruptions by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
To the Committee on Information and Communications Technology.
House Bill 8240, increasing the salary of civilian government personnel, modifying for the purpose the salary schedule by Representative Nograles Margarita.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
House Bill 8241, providing free legal assistance to all personnel of the AFP, BFP, BJMP, PCG, and the PNP facing any charge before the prosecutor's office, court, or any competent body arising from an incident related to the performance of official duty by Representative Barba.
To the Committee on Justice, the Committee on National Defense and Security, and the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill 8242, granting free assessment fee for senior high school students under the Senior High School Training Vocational Livelihood Track and other SHS tracks requiring certifications by Representative Maniquez.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 8243, establishing a no homework policy for all primary and secondary schools in the country by Representative Verzosa.
To the Committee on.
Worker in every barangay, providing incentives thereto by Representative Marcos.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 8245, granting civil service eligibility to government-paid personnel who have rendered at least 12 consecutive years of efficient service under temporary status by Representative Almario.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill 8246, imposing stiffer penalties for the offenses of stealing or vandalizing of government road and traffic signs, warning devices, accessories, and other facilities by Representative Almario.
To the Committee on Revision of Laws.
House Bill 8264, providing for a dental and oral care service in every rural health unit throughout the country by Representative Plato.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 8266, establishing in Baler, Aurora, the Aurora Medical Center by Representative Angara.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 8267, increasing the bed capacity of the Aurora Memorial Hospital from 49 beds to 100 beds by Representative Angara.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 8270, amending RA number 11804, reapportioning the Sangguniang Panlalawigan seats in the province of South Cotabato by Representative Miguel.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 8271, granting the Metropolitan Bible Baptist Church, Santa Ana, Manila, Incorporated, a franchise for radio and television frequency to establish, construct, install, operate, and maintain radio and television broadcasting stations in the Philippines by Representative Abante.
To the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
House Bill 8294, providing for a national framework for the growth and development of digital careers in the Philippines by Representative Vargas.
To the Committee on Information and Communications Technology.
House Bill 8295, enhancing climate resilience in agriculture to adverse climate events by institutionalizing the use of crop climate calendars, equipping farmers for climate-sensitive decision-making, and providing access to localized weather and climate by Representative Vargas.
To the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill 8296, converting the Malabuyok Extension Campus of the Cebu Technological University in Malabuyok, Cebu, into a regular campus of the CTU by Representative Calderon.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 8297, mandating the inclusion of the Scouting program in the elementary and junior high school curriculum under the K-12 program in all public and private schools in the Philippines by Representative Rama.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 8298, extending the barangay official eligibility to SK officials by Representative Rama.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 8299, providing for the legal framework and mechanisms for the creation, operation, administration, and coordination of special agricultural growth zones in the Philippines, creating the Philippine Agricultural Growth Zone Authority by Representative Rama.
To the Committee on Government Enterprises and Privatization and the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill 8300, prohibiting LGUs from intervening in the implementation of national government projects by Representative Olaso.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 8301, providing for the framework for the conduct and regulation of assisted reproductive technology and surrogacy procedures by Representative Olaso.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 8302, amending the Civil Code, Article 1723, on the liability of engineers, architects, or contractors arising from non-observance of plans and specifications or the use of materials of inferior quality by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
To the Committee on Revision of Laws.
House Bill 8303, amending the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees to uphold the time-honored principle of public office being a public trust by Representative Villaferte Luis Raymond.
to the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation,
House Bill 8304, separating the city of Lucena from the 2nd Legislative District of the Province of Quezon to constitute the lone legislative district of the city of Lucena by Representative Suarez.
to the Committee on Local Government,
House Bill 8305, mandating the establishment of persons with disability affairs offices in all local government units, further amending for the purpose Section 40 of Republic Act Number 7277 as amended, Republic Act Number 10070, otherwise known as an act establishing institutional mechanism to ensure the implementation of programs and services for persons with disabilities in every province, by Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Diaz de Marie, and Asidre.
to the Committee on Local Government,
Resolutions. House Resolution 1010, congratulating and commending Thea Salvino for her outstanding performance in various categories in swimming at the 32nd SEA Games in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, by Representative Barba.
to the Committee on Rules,
House Resolution 1011, congratulating the members of the Philippine national team and commending them for their excellent performance in the 32nd edition of the SEA Games held in Phnom Penh, Cambodia on May 5 to 17, 2023, and the officials of the Philippine Olympic Committee and the Philippine Sports Commission for their able mentorship and support, by Representative D. Faustino Michael Carlos.
to the Committee on Rules,
House Resolution 1012, congratulating and commending our Filipino boxers for their exemplary performance in the recently concluded 2023 SEA Games, by Representative Puno.
to the Committee on Rules,
House Resolution 1013, congratulating and commending the Gilas Pilipinas men's national basketball team for winning the gold medal in the men's basketball 5x5 event in the recently concluded 2023 SEA Games, by Representative Puno.
to the Committee on Rules,
Messages from the Senate. Message dated May 22, 2023, informing the House of Representatives that the Senate on even date passed Senate Bill 2021, in which it requests the concurrence of the House.
to the Committee on Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development,
Message dated May 22, 2023, informing the House of Representatives that the Senate on even date passed Senate Bill 1410, in which it requests the concurrence of the House.
to the Committee on Muslim Affairs,
Message dated May 22, 2023, informing the House of Representatives that the Senate on even date passed Senate Bill 1964, in which it requests the concurrence of the House.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
Communications, letter dated April 5, 2023, of the Nueva Vizcaya State University President, submitting to the House of Representatives a copy of their first quarter financial report for calendar year 2023.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Various letters and reports submitted by certain municipal, city, and provincial governments regarding their fund utilization and status of program project implementation of the Local Government Support Fund and conditional matching grant to provinces.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Letter dated April 14, 2023, of the NIA Administrator, submitting to the House a copy of their first quarter report of NIA Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program Irrigation Component for calendar year 2023.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Letter dated April 20, 2023, of the Executive Secretary, Office of the President, transmitting to the House a certified true copy of the renewal of Service Contract 38 for the Malampaya Gas Project pursuant to Section 2, Article 12 of the Constitution.
to the Committee on Energy,
Letter dated April 24, 2023, of the LBP, President and CEO, submitting to the House a copy of the report on the utilization of funds for the Unconditional Cash Transfer Program first quarter calendar year 2023.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Letter dated April 27, 2023, of the DBP Senior Vice President and OIC, notifying the House of the quarterly budget and financial accountability reports for the quarter ending March 31, 2023, that were posted on their website.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Letter dated April 27, 2023, of the Catanduanes State University President, submitting to the House a copy of their quarterly physical report of operations as of March 31, 2023.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Letter dated April 27, 2023, of the BSP Governor, submitting to the House a copy of their report of the Philippine financial system for the second semester of 2022.
to the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries,
Letter dated April 27, 2023, of the BIR Commissioner, forwarding to the House their financial accountability reports as of March 31, 2023.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Letter dated April 27, 2023, of the OIC General Manager, Philippine Fisheries Development Authority, Department of Agriculture, informing the House of the various reports as of March 31, 2023, that were posted on their website.
to the Committee on Appropriations,
Letter dated April 27, 2023, of the Acting Presidential Advisor on Peace, Reconciliation, and Unity, OPAPRU, informing the House that OPAPRU's financial report for the month of March 2023 was submitted to the Unified Reporting System and posted on their official website.
to the Committee on Appropriations.
Letter dated April 28, 2023 of the DNR Finance Undersecretary, Information Systems and Climate Change, informing the House that their budget and financial accountability reports and budget accountability report as of March 31, 2023 were posted in the transparency seal of their website.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letter dated May 2, 2023 of the Director of DOST Advanced Science and Technology Institute, submitting to the House copies of various reports.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letter dated May 5, 2023 of the Executive Director of the DA Agricultural Credit Policy Council, submitting to the House a copy of their quarterly physical report of operations as of March 31, 2023, which was posted on their website.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letter dated May 10, 2023 of the Bank Officer 6, BSP of Office of the General Counsel and Legal Services, transmitting to the House a duly certified copy of Memorandum M 2023-017 dated 4 May 2023.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
Committee Reports 588, 589, 590, 591, 592, 593, and 595, submitted by the Committees on Transportation and Appropriations on House Bills 293, 4275, 8279, 8280, 8281, 8282, and 8284, respectively. Committee Report 594, submitted by the Committee on Transportation, House Bill 8283. Committee Report 596, submitted by the Committees on Public Works and Highways and Appropriations on House Bill 8285. Committee Reports 597 to 604, submitted by the Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources and Appropriations on House Bills 8286 to 8293, respectively. Committee Reports 605 and 606, submitted by the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation on House Resolutions 1015 and 1016. Committee Report 607, submitted by the Committees on Health, Appropriations, and Ways and Means on House Bill 8325. Committee Report 608, submitted by the Committees on Public Order and Safety and Appropriations on House Bill 8327. Committee Reports 609 and 610, submitted by the Committee on Youth and Sports Development on House Resolutions 1021 and 1022.
The aforementioned committee reports are all referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to acknowledge the guests of Honorable Attorney Jervil Jinky, Beatrix R. Luistro, Congresswoman of the 2nd District of Batangas, our barangay health workers, BHW President Maria D. Verona, from Barangay Danglayan, Ria Velasquez, Barangay Natunwan, Cynthia B. Dimacolangan, Barangay Natunwan South, Vivian Manalo, Barangay Padre Castillo, Dominga D. Caringal, Barangay Banaba, Rosemary R. Silang, Barangay Balimbing, Rowena R. Dalisay, Barangay Ilat North, Nancy B. Dimacolangan, Barangay San Mariano, Eileen C. Estoque, Barangay Poblacion, Leonila Manalo, Barangay San Antonio, Rowena D. Camcoc, Barangay Malakimpook, Crisanta B. Castor, Barangay Santo Niño, Mercy C. Dinglasan, Barangay Resplanador, Genoveva V. Masangkay, Barangay Mataas na Lupa, Catherine D. Tilain, Barangay Palsahingin, Charito Mandokdok, Barangay Pook, Kapitan Mary Grace Andoque, Barangay Ilyat South, Maricar Nelias, Barangay Bayanan, Rowena Acoyado, Barangay Sambat, Agnes de Guzman, Barangay Pila, Adelaida Mendoza, Barangay Pook Banal, Cristina M. Panopio, Barangay Alalum, Eloisa Valdez, Barangay Antipolo, Aida Asugi, Barangay Kaingin, Aurora Mendoza, Barangay Galerang Kawayan, Madonna M. Paz, Barangay Laurel, Arzenia M. Virtusio, Barangay Santa Elena, Divina S. Salazar, Barangay Del Pilar, Annalyn La Rosa, and Barangay Malakimpook, Hermesa B. Castor.
We would like to acknowledge the guests of the lady representative from the 2nd District of Batangas, Representative Gervil Jinky Beatrix Luistro, the barangay health workers from the province of Batangas. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider bills under the calendar of business for Thursday and Friday. Mr. Speaker, pursuant to our rules, allow me to put forth an omnibus motion for the consideration of the following. House Bill 8119 under Committee Report Number 524, House Bill 8120 under Committee Report Number 525, House Bill 8121 under Committee Report Number 526, House Bill 8122 under Committee Report Number 527, House Bill 8123 under Committee Report Number 528, House Bill 8124 under Committee Report Number 529, House Bill 8125 under Committee Report Number 530, House Bill 8126 under Committee Report Number 531, House Bill 8127 under Committee Report Number 532, House Bill 8128 under Committee Report Number 533, House Bill 8129 under Committee Report Number 534, House Bill 7101 under Committee Report Number 535, House Bill 8130 under Committee Report Number 536, House Bill 8131 under Committee Report Number 537, House Bill 8132 under Committee Report Number 538, House Bill 8214 under Committee Report Number 558, House Bill 7839 under Committee Report Number 484, House Bill 7904 under Committee Report Number 493, House Bill 7905 under Committee Report Number 494, House Bill 7906 under Committee Report Number 495, House Bill 7907 under Committee Report Number 496, House Bill 8080 under Committee Report Number 521, House Bill 8107 under Committee Report Number 522, House Bill 1309 under Committee Report Number 523, House Bill 8133 under Committee Report Number 539, House Bill 8033 under Committee Report Number 513, House Bill 8034 under Committee Report Number 514, House Bill 8035 under Committee Report Number 515, House Bill 8036 under Committee Report Number 516, House Bill 8063 under Committee Report Number 517, House Bill 8064 under Committee Report Number 518, House Bill 8065 under Committee Report Number 519, House Bill 3401 under Committee Report Number 541, House Bill 8152 under Committee Report Number 542. Oh, that's it.
The Secretary General is directed to read the titles of the bills as earlier enumerated by the Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider the respective explanatory notes as the sponsorship. Oh, sorry. Apologies.
House Bill 8119, an act establishing a multi-species fish hatchery and research center in the municipality of Naik, province of Cavite, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8120, an act establishing a central multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Hinunangan, province of Southern Leyte, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8121, an act establishing a satellite multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Pintuyan, province of Southern Leyte, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8122, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Santa Catalina, province of Ilocos Sur, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8123, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the city of Cabadbaran, province of Agusan del Norte, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8124, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Carmen, province of Agusan del Norte, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8125, an act establishing a multi-species freshwater fish hatchery in the municipality of Asingan, province of Pangasinan, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8126, an act establishing a multi-species freshwater fish hatchery in the municipality of Balungao, province of Pangasinan, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8127, an act establishing a multi-species freshwater fish hatchery in the municipality of Natividad, province of Pangasinan, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8128, an act establishing a multi-species freshwater fish hatchery in the municipality of Tayug, province of Pangasinan, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8129, an act establishing a multi-species freshwater fish hatchery in the municipality of Omingan, province of Pangasinan, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 7101, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the city of Sagay, province of Negros Occidental, and appropriating funds therefore. House Bill 8130, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Aloran, province of Misamis Occidental, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8131, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the city of Oroquieta, province of Misamis Occidental, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8132, an act establishing a freshwater fish hatchery in the municipality of San Miguel, province of Surigao del Sur, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8214, an act establishing in the city of Lucena, province of Quezon, a general hospital to be known as the Lucena City Hospital, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 7839, an act establishing in Barangay Camamanan, City of Cagayan de Oro, a technical education and skills development authority training and assessment center to be known as the Cagayan de Oro Technical Education and Skills Development Authority Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 7904, an act establishing in the municipality of Tagkawayan, province of Quezon, a technical education and skills development authority training and assessment center to be known as the Tagkawayan Quezon Technical Education and Skills Development Authority Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 7905, an act establishing in the municipality of Bayumbong, province of Nueva Vizcaya, a technical education and skills development authority training and assessment center to be known as the Bayumbong Nueva Vizcaya Technical Education and Skills Development Authority Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 7906, an act establishing in the municipality of Minalabak, province of Camarines Sur, a technical education and skills development authority training and assessment center to be known as the Minalabak Camarines Sur Technical Education and Skills Development Authority Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 7907, an act establishing in the municipality of Labangan, province of Zamboanga del Sur, a technical education and skills development authority training and assessment center to be known as the Zamboanga del Sur Technical Education and Skills Development Authority Provincial Training and Assessment Center, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8080, an act establishing a 4-lane viaduct or bypass road in the city of San Jose del Monte, province of Bulacan, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8107, an act converting the road stretching from the Daang Maharlika Junction to the barangays of Ilawod, Bagumbayan, Kiwalo, Gabawan, Bon Tabon Road in the municipality of Daraga, province of Albay, into a national road, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 1309, an act converting the Mayon Southeast Quadrant Road in the municipality of Daraga and the city of Legazpi, all in the province of Albay, into a national road, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8133, an act creating a district engineering office in the 2nd Legislative District of Davao City, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8033, an act declaring Barangay Bukari in the municipality of Leon, province of Iloilo, an ecotourism zone. House Bill 8034, an act declaring the twin islands of San Pedro and San Pablo, located in the municipality of Hinunangan, province of Southern Leyte, as ecotourism zones. House Bill 8035, an act declaring the Tagbak Marine Park, located in the municipality of Liloan, province of Southern Leyte, an ecotourism zone. House Bill 8036, an act declaring Barangay Napantao in the municipality of San Francisco, province of Southern Leyte, an ecotourism zone. House Bill 8063, an act declaring the province of Misamis Oriental a tourism development area. House Bill 8064, an act declaring the Cagayan de Oro River and its immediate environs located in Cagayan de Oro City, province of Misamis Oriental, a cultural heritage and tourism zone. House Bill 8065, an act declaring Migtugsok Falls, located in Barangay F.S. Catanico, Cagayan de Oro City, province of Misamis Oriental, an ecotourism site. House Bill 3401, an act establishing a district office of the Land Transportation Office in the municipality of Pototan in the 3rd Legislative District of the province of Iloilo, and appropriating funds therefor. House Bill 8152, an act converting the Las Piñas Land Transportation Office Licensing Extension Office into a regular LTO licensing center, and appropriating funds therefor.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider the respective explanatory notes as the sponsorship of the said measures.
Kindly restate the motion, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who... Wait, sorry. Move for suspend session for a few minutes.
There is a motion to make the explanatory note as the sponsorship speech of the following, of the aforementioned bills. Is there any objection to that motion? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate on the said local bills, I move that we terminate the period of interpolation.
There is a motion to terminate the period of sponsorship. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments and approve the committee amendments, if any, as contained in the respective committee reports on the aforementioned bills.
There is a motion to open the period of amendments. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no individual amendments, I move that we terminate the period of amendments.
Is there any objection to the motion? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading the following House bills. House.
There is a motion to approve on second reading the aforestated local bills. As many as are in favor, say aye. Aye. As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. The aforementioned House bills are approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
Session is suspended.
Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we would like to recognize the guest of Tutok to Win Party List representative, the Honorable Sam Versosa. And we are fortunate that these beautiful beauty queens are with us today. We'd like to acknowledge first the newly crowned Miss Universe Philippines 2023, Miss Michelle D. Equally, the Miss Supranational 2023, Pauline Amelix. We also have Miss Charm Philippines 2023, Krishna Gravides. The Miss Universe 2023 first runner-up, Miss Christine Julian Opiaza. And Miss Universe Philippines 2023 second runner-up, Miss Angelique Manto.
We would like to welcome the guests of the Honorable Sam Versosa from Tutok to Win Party List, the Miss Universe, reigning Miss Universe, and the runner-ups, finalists. So we welcome you to the House of Representatives. So to enable our members, especially the bachelors, to interact, the chair would like to declare suspension.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May we request the members to come up for photo session? Ask everyone to come down. Former President.
Ano ba yan? Makiki. Pang Mark, makiki. Miss Universe pa tayo. Ano? Tingnan mo, yan palang, tingnan mo yung lighting na yan. Pagkapangit-pangit. Overhead lighting is, making us look like that. All that shit. Tumaas ka lang ng konti.
Maganda ba yan sa komunidad sa pwesto mo? Maganda ka dyan? Ikaw nang tumingin, mas kita ba yung...
Timon.
Kasi titingin ako dyan, nakatingin ako sa harap. Talagang pinagkakasunod. Pero dito, ang pwesto mo dyan, mas maganda kaysa pwesto mo kanina. Ano ang pwesto?
Ay, maraming ganyan.
Here, wait ka na.
Tayo niyan.
Pwestan po na kasi. Dami, kaya.
Selfie ako ng picture.
Baka magalit, may magagalit. Kasi makikita sila.
Where's your sash? Ano bang sabihin? Grabe. Grabe. Sabi ko yung sash niya. Kami papadal sa akin.
The first day you've been...
Dinagdagan pa.
Oh, maganda pa naman kayo.
Huwag ka na lang dyan mag-selfie. Ialis na lang dito ang private picture.
Ito dinadjudge na ako.
Hinawakan mo ba? Ha? Hinawakan mo.
Ano lang ako. Galang na rin. Nando ka ba ng coronation? Kasi dyan, patangkan mo.
yung mga attack. Okay, alright, sige. 5 plus, may dalawang from the Miss Universe. Okay. Tapos meron silang photographer mo.
DS. DS.
Doon na ata sila lalabas.
Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, in accordance with our rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, I move that we refer the following House resolutions to the appropriate committees.
Please proceed.
House Resolution number 954 to the Committee on Agriculture and Food. House Resolution number 956, Banks and Financial Intermediaries. House Resolution number 957, Civil Service and Professional Regulations. House Resolution number 958, Committee on Natural Resources. House Resolution number 959, Committee on Transportation. House Resolution number 961, Transportation. House Resolution number 962, also Transportation. House Resolution number 963, Banks and Financial Intermediaries. House Resolution number 966, Committee on Energy. House Resolution number 971, also Committee on Energy. And House Resolution number 972, Agriculture and Food, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection to the proposed referral to the various committees as stated by the Honorable Majority Leader? The Chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, pursuant to our rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, I move that we refer the following speeches delivered on May 15, 2023 to the appropriate committees.
Please proceed, Mr. Majority Leader.
Representative Magsino, the aggressive enforcement versus restrictive implementation and abuse of departure formalities and policies in the Bureau of Immigration, referred to the Committee on Justice. Representative Luistro, the rise of the island municipality of Tingloy, to the Committee on Local Government. Representative Castro, increasing benefits for education support personnel in basic education and culture. And Representative Manuel called for support for democratic efforts in Myanmar, Foreign Affairs. Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion to refer the aforementioned speeches. Is there any to the aforesaid appropriate committees? Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we are in receipt of the Bicameral Conference Committee report on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 5110 and Senate Bill number 1841 on strengthening the conservation and protection of Philippine cultural heritage through cultural mapping and an enhanced cultural heritage education program.
Is there any objection to the motion? Chair is none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, in accordance with our rules, I move that we ratify the said Bicameral Conference Committee report.
Is there any objection? Chair is none. The motion to ratify is hereby approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 1171 and Senate Bill number 1594, promoting inclusive and sustainable economic development through the institutionalization of One Town, One Product Philippines program, namely Representative Mario Vittorio Marvi A. Marino, Representative Marie Bernadette Escudero, Representative Rufus B. Rodriguez, Representative Brian B. Revilla, Representative Antonio A. B. Legarda, Representative Reynante U. Arrogancia, and Representative J.C. Abalos.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion to designate the aforementioned names for the Bicameral Conference Committee is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill numbers 6483 and 7584 and Senate Bill number 1359 on the allowing students with unpaid tuition and other school fees to take the periodic and final examinations on good cause and justifiable grounds. Representative Mark Go, Representative Roman Romulo, Representative Micaela Swansing, Representative Laar Niroque, and Representative Marisa Del Mar Magsino.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The motion to designate the aforesaid members to the Bicameral Conference Committee is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we designate the following members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 7939 and Senate Bill number 1480 on the rationalization of disability pension of veterans. Representative Marlene Primicias Agabas, Representative Milagros Aquino Magsaysay, Representative Geraldine Roman, and Representative Sergio Dago.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the change of referral of House Resolution numbers 967, 973, 977, 979, 980, 981, 982, 984, 985, 986, 989, 990, 991, and 993. Resolutions commending and congratulating the medalists of the 2023 Southeast Asian Games held in Cambodia. From the Committee on Youth and Sports Development to the Committee on Rules. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection to the motion to change the referral? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we include additional co-authors to House Bill numbers 8278, 8269, 8187, 8325, 8218, and House Resolution number 1009 as contained in the list to be submitted by the Committee on Rules. So moved.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider second reading House Bill number 8278 under Committee Report number 587, and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill. So move, Mr. Speaker.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill 8278, an act revitalizing the salt industry, creating a comprehensive plan for its development, providing incentives to salt farmers, producers, and exporters, and appropriating funds therefore.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debates.
There is a motion to open the period of sponsorship and debate. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that recognize the honorable gentleman from the 1st District of Quezon, the Honorable Wilfredo Mark Inverga.
The
to sponsor the said
chairperson
measure.
of the Committee on Agriculture and Food, the representative from the 1st District of Quezon Province, the Honorable Representative Wilfredo Mark Inverga, is hereby recognized for his sponsorship.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Majority Leader. Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. House Bill number 8278 seeks to revitalize the salt industry by providing support services through appropriate technology and research, adequate financial support, production, marketing, and other support services in order to attain increased income for salt farmers, salt producers, and investors, which can eventually achieve salt self-sufficiency. Salt is a basic commodity and an essential ingredient for home cooking, food processing, water treatment, feed ingredients, and natural fertilizers for the coconut industry, among others. The Philippines imports much of the salt requirements of the country, which is estimated at around 550,000 metric tons every year. From 15% salt importation in the 1990s to 80% in 2018, we are now importing 93% of our salt supply despite being an archipelagic country. This is a wake-up call. Our salt industry is sinking. Unless the government leads the way in stimulating the local salt industry by supporting artisanal salt farmers to mainstream their products, we will be completely dependent on exports. Our country has 36,000 kilometers of shoreline, the fifth longest shoreline in the world, which can be utilized for massive salt production. Challenges exist in the local salt industry. Hence, immediate steps must be undertaken to address them. We need to save our sinking salt industry. A comprehensive salt industry development program is needed to serve as an overarching policy to address policy gaps and the myriad of challenges. The government should aggressively employ alternative methods and techniques of salt farming that would allow year-round production of salt even under erratic weather patterns. The limited government support for the local salt industry, challenges such as climate change, and the limited research on the salt industry are long-standing issues which can be finally addressed in this proposed measure. Among the key provisions of the bill are, first, establishes Philippine Salt Industry Development Roadmap, which shall include programs, projects, interventions, and incentives for the development and management, research, processing, utilization, modernization, and business development and commercialization of Philippine salt. Creates the Philippine Salt Industry Development Council to ensure the unified and integrated implementation of the roadmap and accelerate the modernization and industrialization of the Philippine salt industry. Mandates a DA through the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources to lead in the industry, strengthening expansion and promotion of the salt industry. Creates the Program Management Office under the Office of the Director of the BIFAR to oversee the overall implementation of the Salt Industry Development Roadmap, as well as the conduct of regular monitoring of its execution by the implementing agencies and/or partners. Mandates that the administrative jurisdiction and management of the salt farms and fish ponds with salt farms shall be lodged with the DA BIFAR, and all applications for salt farm leases, including those submitted to the DNR, shall now be processed by the DA BIFAR. Directs the DNR to identify additional areas suitable for salt production. Once identified and mapped out, the DA BIFAR shall issue the appropriate tenural instrument to qualified applicants consistent with the roadmap adopted by the PSIDC. Mandates the utilization of public lands previously intended for fish pond development and those with existing fish pond lease agreements. Requires that all salt produced or manufactured in the Philippines for export shall be labeled as made in the Philippines in a prominent and conspicuous manner on the product, its packaging, and accompanying documentation, and shall comply with the requirements of Republic Act Number 7394. Provides the following incentives to investors in salt farm development and salt processing facilities to wit. A, the Board of Investment shall classify salt farms as preferred areas of investment under its investment priority plan, subject to the pertinent rules and regulations. B, the salt farmers and processors shall be given priority to access credit assistance and guarantee schemes being granted by the government financial institutions. And C, salt farm development, and their equipment shall be covered by the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation. And finally, mandates the imported food-grade salt shall continue to comply with the mandatory iodization as provided for under the provisions of Republic Act Number 8172, and exempts domestically produced salt and industrial salt from said mandatory iodization. Having said that, Mr. Speaker, Your Honors, I humbly am asking for your support. Let us help save our sinking salt industry. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpellate the sponsor, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate. So moved.
There is a motion to terminate the period of sponsorship and debate, considering that there is no member who registered to interpellate. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
I move that we open the period of amendments.
There's a motion to open the period of amendments. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee amendments, I move that we proceed with the individual amendments.
There's a motion to proceed with individual amendments, considering that there is no committee amendment. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, I move that we recognize Representative Wilbert Lee of Agri Party List for his individual amendment. So moved.
The gentleman from ACT Party List, please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, as one of the authors of the said bill, allow me to introduce individual amendments to the proposed Philippine Salt Industry Development Act as follows. Insert new sections after Section 24, Importation of Salt, which shall now be the new sections 25, 26, 27, and 28, and the succeeding sections shall be renumbered accordingly. Section 25 shall now read as follows. Section 25, Tarification. Tariff collection shall be automatically deposited in a special account with the Bureau of Treasury, which shall be used for the development of the salt industry through the Salt Industry Development and Competitiveness Enhancement Fund. Salt imports include imported products under the following harmonized system headings or ASEAN Harmonized Tariff Nomenclature Codes. The descriptions: 2501 salt, including table salt and denatured salt, and pure sodium chloride, whether or not in aqueous solution containing added anti-caking or free-flowing agents, seawater. Number 1, 2501.00.10 table salt. Number 2, 2501.00.20 unprocessed salt, rock salt. Number 3, 2501.00.50 seawater. Number 4, 2501.00.51 salt, denatured, industrial. Number 5, 2501.00.91 with sodium chloride content more than 60% but less than 97%, calculated on a dry basis, fortified with iodine. Number 6, 2501.00.93 other with sodium chloride content 97% or more but less than 99%, calculated on a dry basis. And number 6, 2501.00.99 others. Tariff collection shall be automatically credited to a special account in the general fund of the National Treasury, which shall be in place within 90 days upon effectivity of this act. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
What does the distinguished sponsor say on the proposed amendment?
Yes, we gladly accept, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of the amendment. So moved.
There is a motion to approve the amendment. Is there any objection to the proposed amendment? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Six. Amen. We still have some amendments, Mr. Speaker.
Please proceed, Your Honor.
Section 26 shall now read as follows. Section 26, creation of the Salt Industry Development and Competitiveness Enhancement Fund. There is hereby created a Salt Development and Competitiveness Enhancement Fund, herein referred to as the SIDCEF or SIDCEF, provided that allocation and utilization of the SIDCEF shall be subject to the following guidelines. A, the Secretary of the DA shall be accountable and responsible for the management and utilization of the said fund in coordination with the other government agencies concerned. B, the amount allocated shall be released directly to the implementing agencies as provided for in this Act based on the objectives of the Salt Industry Development Roadmap, provided that the unutilized portion of the SIDCEF shall not revert to the general fund, but shall continue to be used for the purpose for which it was set aside. The fund releases shall not be subject to any ceiling by the DVM. And letter C, any program undertaken in accordance with this Act shall only be deemed complementary and supplementary to, and shall not be a replacement of any existing programs for the fisher folks already implemented by the DA, BFAR, and other agencies concerned. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
What does the sponsoring committee chairman say on the proposed amendment?
We again gladly accept, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of the amendment.
Is there any objection to the proposed amendment? The chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, we still have some more. Section 27 shall now read as follows. Section 27, review of the salt tariff rates. Consistent with the policies of this Act, the Tariff Commission shall review the most favored nation or MFN in quota and out quota tariff rates on salt imports originating from non-association of Southeast Asian nations, World Trade Organization member states. Within 60 days following the effectivity of this Act, the Tariff Commission shall recommend to the National Economic Development Authority Board the possible MFN in quota and out quota rate adjustments for salt imports that will ensure the competitiveness of the local industry. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
What does the sponsor say on the proposed amendment?
We accept, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Majority Leader.
I move for the approval of the amendment.
There is a motion to approve the proposed amendment. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, we still have one amendment. Section 28 shall now read as follows. Section 28, powers of the President. The President, consistent with the national interest of safeguarding Filipino salt producers, is hereby empowered to act and with delegated authority to revise or adjust existing rates of custom duties on salt imports under the WTO Agreement on Agriculture, under ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreement, or ATIGA, including any necessary change in classification, provided that the adjustment is time-bound and the power herein delegated to the President shall only be exercised when Congress is not in session. Provided further that any order issued by the President adjusting the applied tariff rates shall take effect 15 days after publication. The power herein delegated to the President may be withdrawn or terminated by Congress through a joint resolution in accordance with the provisions under Section 1609 of RA 10863 or the Customs Modernization and Tariff Act or the CMTA. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
What does the distinguished sponsor say on the proposal?
Yes, we accept, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of the amendment.
there is a motion to approve the proposed amendment. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
No further amendments on my part, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, there being no other individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
there is a motion to close the period of amendments. Is there any objection? Chair is none. The period of amendments is hereby terminated. Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve on second reading House Bill number 8278. So move, Mr. Speaker.
there is a motion to approve House Bill 8278 as amended. As many as are in favor, say aye. As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 8278 is approved on second reading.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Wilbert Lee.
Congratulations, Your Honor.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider on second reading House Bill number 8325 under Committee Report number 607 and that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill. So move, Mr. Speaker.
the Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 6325.
House Bill 8325, an act establishing the Overseas Filipino Workers Hospital as a Level 3 hospital under the direct supervision and control of the Department of Migrant Workers and appropriating funds therefore.
Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debates.
there is a motion to open the period of sponsorship and debate. Is there any objection? Chair is none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Health, Honorable Representative Peter Miguel,
the
for the
Honorable
sponsorship of the
Representative
measure.
Peter Miguel is recognized for his sponsorship speech.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues. On behalf of the Honorable Chairperson, Seriato Gato, of the Committee on Health and its members, I'd like to thank the Chair and honorable members of the Committee on Rules for giving importance to this proposed measure establishing the OFW Hospital under the Department of Migrant Workers. This measure is of strategic importance to the health and welfare of our unsung heroes and their families, as well as to the general public within the catchment area in Central Luzon. The establishment of the OFW Hospital is in recognition of the contribution of the overseas Filipino workers to the Philippine economy for several decades now. For the information of this august body, the OFW Hospital and its diagnostic center, simply known as the OFW Hospital, is a specialty hospital that has been already constructed in San Fernando, Pampanga. It was built by virtue of and pursuant to Executive Order number 154, which was issued by President Duterte in 2021. The groundbreaking ceremony of the OFW Hospital was held on May 1, 2019. Actual construction began in February 2020. Progress on the construction was hampered by the COVID-19 pandemic. Hospital started its operations on July 2022. The proposed legislation establishes a Level 3 Apex Overseas Filipino Workers Hospital in the city of San Fernando, province of Pampanga, under the direct supervision and control of the Department of Migrant Workers. As provided for in the bill, the OFW Hospital shall provide comprehensive and total health care services to all migrant workers, including Overseas Workers Welfare Administration contributors, whether active or inactive, and their legal dependents and the general public. Without further ado, Your Honors, this humble representation seeks for the approval and support of this important legislation. Thank you.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
There is a motion to terminate the period of sponsorship and debate. Is there any objection? Chair is none. Motion is approved. Majority
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
There is a motion to open the period of amendments. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Kindly restate the motion, Your Honor.
Mr. Speaker, I move that there being no committee amendments, I move that we proceed to individual amendments.
Considering that there is no committee amendments, there is a motion to proceed with the individual amendments. Is there any objection to the motion? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize Honorable Representative Laarni Roque from the 4th District of Bukidnon.
The lady from the 4th District of Bukidnon, the Honorable Laarni Roque, is recognized for her individual amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, distinguished sponsor, this representation would like to propose the following amendments to House Bill number 8325, entitled An Act Establishing the Overseas Filipino Workers Hospital as a Level 3 hospital under the direct supervision and control of the Department of Migrant Workers and appropriating funds therefor. On Section 7, Duties and Responsibilities of the DMW, Paragraph F, page 5, line 41, after the words Act of 2011, insert the words, provided that the OFWH shall remain under the full control and supervision of the DMW unless Congress shall provide otherwise. Section 7, paragraph F shall now read as follows. Section 7, Duties and Responsibilities of the DMW. The DMW shall determine and undertake, in coordination with the Governance Commission for government-owned or controlled corporations, the appropriate steps for the formal establishment and incorporation of the OFW Hospital in accordance with Republic Act number 10149, otherwise known as the GOCC Governance Act of 2011, provided that the OFWH shall remain under the full control and supervision of the DMW unless Congress shall provide otherwise. And
is that your amendment, Your Honor?
yes, Mr. Speaker.
What does the sponsor, distinguished sponsor, say on the proposed amendment?
Mr. Speaker, the committee accepts the proposed amendment.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of the amendment.
There's a motion to approve the proposed amendment. Is there any objection? Hearing none, amendment is approved. The lady from Bukidnon may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On page 7, lines 20 to 21, please delete the entire section 15.
What does the sponsor say on the proposed amendment?
Mr. Speaker, the committee accepts the amendment, the proposed amendment.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of the amendment.
There is now a motion to adopt the amendment. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the amendment is hereby adopted. The lady from Bukidnon may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On section 17, page 7, line 27, after the words repealing clause, insert the words Executive Order number 154, series of 2021 is hereby repealed. Section 17 shall now read as follows. Section 17, repealing clause, Executive Order number 154, series of 2021 is hereby repealed. All other laws, decrees, executive orders, and rules and regulations contrary to or inconsistent with the provisions of this act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly.
What does the distinguished sponsor, Congressman Dr. Miguel,
Mr. Speaker, the committee accepts the proposed amendment.
Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of the amendment.
Is there any objection to the proposed amendment? Hearing none, the motion is approved. The lady from Bukidnon, Congresswoman Roque.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, distinguished colleague and sponsor. I have no other proposed amendments, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we close the period of individual amendments.
There is a motion to close the period of amendments. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve House Bill 8325 as amended.
There is a motion to approve House Bill 8325 as amended. As many as are in favor, say aye. Aye. As many as are opposed or against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 8325 as amended is hereby approved on second reading.
Thank you very much,
Congratulations.
Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Honorable Arnie Roque. Thank you very much, colleagues.
The Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the business for the day, I move to, for the consideration of House Bill number 7754, and the Secretary General is directed to read the title of the bill.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 7754.
House Bill 7754, an act reverting fish ponds which have been unutilized or abandoned for a period of 3 years to forest lands, amending for the purpose Section 43 of Presidential Decree number 705, otherwise known as the Revised Forestry Code of the Philippines.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to open the period of sponsorship and debate.
There is a motion to open the period of sponsorship and debate. Is there any objection? Chair is none. The motion is carried. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Linabel Villarica for her sponsorship speech. So move, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Linabel Villarica is hereby recognized to sponsor the measure.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. On behalf of the Committee on Natural Resources and our beloved chairperson, Representative Elpidio F. Barzaga Jr., it is my honor to sponsor House Bill number 7754, entitled An Act Reverting Fish Ponds which have been unutilized or abandoned for a period of 3 years to forest lands, amending for the purpose Section 43 of Presidential Decree number 705, otherwise known as the Revised Forestry Code of the Philippines. At the heart and core of this proposed legislation is the desire to address and combat climate change and to prevent its devastating effects on our communities. This bill seeks to expedite the reversion of unutilized or abandoned fish ponds to forest lands so that these can be immediately rehabilitated or reforested. At this point, I would like to request that the explanatory note of the measure be considered as my sponsorship speech. With that, I earnestly urge the immediate passage of this measure. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Congresswoman Villarica. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, since no member would want to interpolate the honorable sponsor, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate. So
There is a motion to terminate the period of sponsorship and debate, there being no member who registered to interpolate the sponsor. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendment. So
There is a motion to open the period of amendments. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee amendments, I move that we terminate the period of amendment.
There is a motion to terminate the period of amendments. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of individual amendments.
So I stand corrected. The motion earlier was to terminate the period of committee amendments.
Yes.
So we now proceed with the individual amendments. So is there any objection to proceed with the the individual amendments? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, there being no individual amendments, I
So we
move
just
that
proceed with the former motion that was already approved. We just withdraw the motion. It is period of interpellation.
yes.
A period of amendment is hereby terminated. That's corrected already.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the House Bill number 7754.
There is a motion to approve House Bill 7754 on second reading. As many as are in favor, say aye. As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 7754 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, before we continue with items for second reading, earlier we designated members to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 7939 and Senate Bill number 1480 on the rationalization of disability pensions of veterans. Mr. Speaker, I move that we designate Representative George Bustos, Chairperson to the Committee on Veterans and Affairs and Welfare, as additional member and as heard to the committee panel of said bicameral conference of the committee.
There is a motion to designate as additional member of the bicameral committee the Honorable Representative George Bustos, Chairperson of the Committee on Veterans Affairs and Welfare. Is there any objection to the motion? Hearing none, motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Resolution 983 under Committee Report 543 and ask the Secretary General to read the title of the bill.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Resolution 983.
House Resolution 983, resolution congratulating and commending Mark Dave Doberman Apolinario for winning the International Boxing Organization Flyweight World title in East London, South Africa.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution number 983.
There is a motion to adopt House Resolution number 983. As are in favor, say aye. As many as are against, say nay. House Resolution number 983, the ayes have it. House Resolution number 983 is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration of House Resolution number 1009 in consolidation with House Resolutions 1011, 967, 970, 973, 977, 979, 980, 981, 982, 984, 985, 986, 989, 990, 991, 993, 994, 995, 996, 997, 1010, 1012, and 1013, and ask the Secretary General to read the title of the resolution.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read House Resolution number 1009.
House Resolution 1009, resolution congratulating and commending the men and women of the Philippine delegation for their passion and dedication in the field of sports and their exceptional performance in the 32nd Southeast Asian Games held in Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution number 1009.
There is a motion to adopt House Resolution 1009 in consolidation with the aforementioned House resolutions. As many as are in favor, say aye. As many as are against, say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 1009 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session is suspended.
Pwede, ano oras?
Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Luis Raymond L. Ray Villaferte Jr., namely Vice Governor Salvio Patrick Edmund Fortuno Jr., Board Member Nino A. Taico, Board Member Warren A. Senyar, Board Member Donna Ann Onyate, Board Member Wilfredo Julio Oliva, Board Member Jesha Aina F. Noble, Board Member John Apollo Manaog, Board Member Russell Pala, Board Member Darius Nopra, Board Member Vanessa Senyar, Board Member Petronilo Mercado, Mayor Amelita Ibasco, Mayor Jeffrey Besino, Mayor Fernando Simbulan, Mayor Ray Lacoste, Mayor Wilfredo Rex Oliva, Mayor Nena B. Bagasbas, Acting Mayor Victorio Ramos, Vice Mayor Edsel Dimalwat.
We would like to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Luis Raymond Villaferte from the 2nd District of Camarines Sur, Honorable Brian Raymond Yamsuan from the Bicol Saro Party List, and Honorable Miguel Luis Migs Villaferte from the 5th District of Camarines Sur, and also Honorable Tiyushi Anthony Horibata from the 1st District of Camarines Sur. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we adjourn session until Monday, May 29, 2023 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Session, there is a motion to adjourn the session until Monday, May 29? 29, 2023 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Is there any objection? Nobody is objecting, so motion is approved. Thank you and good afternoon.
I love that color, lilac. Lilac. Okay po. Ready po tayo, Your Honors. 1, 2, 3. Ay, may isa pa po. Habol po si ma'am. Si ma'am po habol po. Ready po.